Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Going On Daily Live Morning Show.
Good morning.
Woo! If you're watching right now, and I'm certainly hoping you are, you see something different. That's
Yes.
right. You know, even though it's daytime television, we're going to have a threesome today.
Oh, that's special.
See, wait, is this now a very special episode of the Going On Daily Show?
I guess it would have to be, right? I mean, there's three of us here. It's usually not. So it's got to be special.
So, in order to make it special, you can see our names. I'm Ira, and it only on my video, I'm guessing, is our Canadian friend Becky. Say hi, Becky.
Hello.
There we go. I was wondering, I'm like, is there any audio coming from there? And of course, making it extra special, our threesome today is Captain Ron.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Now, you're thinking, I have to watch this, and you're right. But if you want to help us, you go on social media, you can comment, you can help us out. And if you're on Facebook, it's Facebook at RI Broadcasting. If you're on Twitch, for you gamers, it's Twitch at RI_broadcasting. Notice the subtle difference. And welcome back to TikTok. We missed you for all of half a day.
Yeah, right?
I know. It was like, it's gone. It's back. Okay, I didn't even get a chance to miss it. But it's TikTok at RI Broadcasting. And then for the OGs, it's still YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. So please subscribe. And if you want to go that little bit extra, there's always Patreon at RI Broadcasting. And we got a merch section. So you go there, you buy your mugs, buy your stickers. Ron, where's your mug?
I don't have my mug today. I have the plain glass.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't
Becky,
able to wash out my mug from yesterday, even though I wasn't on. That was probably stupid for using it. But I do have the stickers.
See, you got the stickers, you got the mugs, you got pens. Let's go for it. Well, today, in case you didn't know, is Tuesday, January 21st. And we're going to hit the top stories. And our first one is about Ron, not that orange juice and cough drop combo. No, that's terrible. We're going to talk about sunken treasure.
Arg! Yeah, so this was an interesting story. I guess a researcher, what's his name? That is a good thing to know. Alexander Montero was doing a little bit of research on sunken ships off the coast of Portugal.
Okay.
And there is 8,620 sunken ships off the coast.
I'm sorry,
wow.
8,000?
8,620. So he turned his sights onto one in particular.
Okay.
And I'm going to butcher this name. But let me see if I can break out my Portuguese. Nossa Senhora do Rosario. That is the name of the
Nailed
ship.
it.
Bingo. Yeah.
And this ship was carrying 22 tons of gold and silver.
Whoa.
Wow.
Now, he did 4 years of research on this. On his first dive, he found it.
Wow.
Jeez.
His first dive, right? Now, I don't know what you have to do to lay a claim, but according to Into the Blue, the movie, and I got to say, it's got to be right. Okay. All you have to do is just bring up something with the name of the ship, and that claim is yours, according to the movie.
Well, I believe there is, the Supreme Court has finders versus keepers. So I think finders wins.
Yeah, so he went down, found the book, and now all he has to do is just set up the little things to mark his territory and, and do the excavation of the ship. And this guy will be rich.
Wow. And where did he find it? Sorry, I forgot.
In between Madeira and the Azores.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Does it tell us what it's worth in today's gold standard?
Well, 22 tons has got to be a lot. I mean,
We figured ounce is worth about $2,000. Let's find out what gold is
Yeah,
worth right now.
Yeah, what's a ton of gold worth these days?
No, do it in silver so that way, because we don't know how much gold and silver it is.
Okay. Well, there's a huge difference. I mean, a price of gold in Canadian dollars is close to $3,000. The price of silver in Canadian dollars is about $40. So it's like quite a huge difference. But I'll
So
find
how
out.
many ounces? How many ounces are in a ton?
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Let's
I was
go
promised no
ton
math on
to
today's show.
ounces. Okay, so
This
one
is
US
this is
ton
interesting.
is 32,000 ounces. And
So
so there's how many tons?
32,000 times whatever gold
20.
is today.
Times
How many
40?
tons?
22 tons? Did you say?
22 tons.
22.
22 times 32,000 is,
my
hold on,
God.
I hit plus, is 704,000 ounces. So let's say it's silver at roughly $40 a piece. I mean, again, this is Canadian, so 700,000
Still a lot of money.
It's still money.
times $40 is 28 million. That's just in silver. If it's gold,
That's if it's all silver, right?
Right.
$28 million.
So
yeah,
that's
actually,
the low end.
yeah. So let's do this in American dollars. So gold is at 2,700 USD right now. So let's do 700,000 times 2737. So that's 1,915,000,000. That's a lot of money. Okay, American dollars in silver
See,
is, let's go,
this is Ron making
700,000.
Ron say what?
Exactly.
Even
oh my
silver.
God.
God, it brought tears to my eyes. This guy,
Right.
he's got to fund the show.
For silver in American dollars, since your dollar is, so much better than my dollar, comes to 21
We're
million,
better.
21.4. So, I mean, neither anything to sniff at. I'm not mad about either. Granted, I'd like 1.9 billion, but like,
Yeah.
what could I do with 21 million? Quite a bit.
Oh my God.
And
Wow,
he did
what
it.
a claim that is, huh? See,
And
we
on
got
his
our
first
math
dive.
in today.
Yeah, look at us go.
I can't believe he got it done on his first dive. You hear about
First dive. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we have to make camp. We're going to keep trying different spots. There's over, what did you say, 800, 600 different wrecks out there. And
there's 8,650 of them.
You know what? With
And
those
another
odds in
stat.
that area, why aren't we down there just going, okay, let's give it a shot?
So of those 8,620 sunken ships, 250 of them are carrying gold and silver.
Oh.
The problem is getting in the water and trying to find it. No, thank you.
Well, he got in there.
Aren't there like sonar designed for this
Maybe.
now? Again,
Yes,
I'm going by
yes,
movies.
they can find it pretty easily. It's just finding the right ones.
Yeah, 250 out of 8,000 is a pretty small percentage.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how far down do you have to go? I mean,
well, that's
finding
just
it may actually be the easy part. Bringing up, that's a lot of weight we're talking.
Yeah. It's very time consuming because no matter what contraption you use, you have a weight limit of what you can bring up because of the weight of it. It'll either tip the boat that you're using. I mean, because they have to have special equipment. So I'm guessing they're going to use something similar to a fishing vessel and redone to, to bring up some stuff. I don't know. I mean, my knowledge of that is based on Into the Blue.
Is that the only treasure hunt movie you've ever seen?
That's the reference.
That and Sahara.
Sahara, okay.
So
different terrain.
Seeing those boats, they're gonna have to make more than one trip.
But I'm guessing, I mean, they have winches that can go down. Look, they went down to the Titanic.
Wait, is that
and they bring
winches or
stuff up.
wenches?
What was that?
Oh,
Winches or wenches?
What, if you can hire a winch to run a winch. It works, okay?
Well, it would
And
make
now on
sense
this week's
being a
episode
pirate.
of Wenches with Winches. But that's the most interesting part to me. Is it going to be how hard it is to bring up that treasure? I really, like, I wish I knew more. I'm going to have to dive into a rabbit hole now and just see on YouTube what they have.
that's crazy. We should all be so lucky, you know?
Yeah.
I know.
First
I know,
of all,
but-
I don't go into the ocean. Secondly, I don't know how to swim or dive. So, I mean, it's kind of out for me. But, like, if my husband could learn or something, someone he knows, someone, his family member.
See,
Wait,
now,
Becky,
if
you
that
don't
was
know how
me
to
that
swim?
went down there and found it, I would be then swallowed up by a shark. So
Yeah, exactly.
You do realize you'd be on the boat, right?
Inside of the ocean on the boat.
Well, I mean, but the boat is on the ocean. You're okay as long as you don't.
did you ever see the movie Jaws?
Yeah, and
I
you
was
know
thinking
what?
Little
At
Mermaid,
no time
but-
did the shark go on the boat and go, "Hey, I'm gonna come get you now."
Well, he did go on the boat.
For a second, they got him off. Wait,
Remember that
what
scene
happened-
on Little Mermaid when the shark finds them on the boat?
So,
Well,
so everything is
background.
based on movie references here.
Obviously. Look,
Yeah.
here. Look.
Oh well,
Oh, there
okay.
we see. That's
He breaks through the bottom because he's mad. He's like, "This is my ship. This is my
exactly.
treasure."
Exactly.
Well, wait. If we're gonna go like that, then I have to bring up fish are friends, not food.
There's no fish I want to be friends with. There's a lot of fish I'd like to eat.
But that's what sharks say in Finding Nemo. Fish are friends, not food.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah,
there
sure.
you go.
Sure.
Mhm.
Ironically, I'm going to bring that quote back up later on.
I
in
know
the
you
show.
are.
But right now, Becky, I'm really glad you're here because we have a segment that they just came out. Now, please tell everybody what the initials RCMP stand for in Canada.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Bingo. If she had said, what? The whole segment would have just died.
Yeah, right?
Well, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that's the next
Release
province
the
over
list.
from me.
Is that, I'm sorry, say that again?
That's the next province over from me. It's to the
So
east.
it's right near you.
Yeah.
They released a list of the top 10 reasons, of the top 10 calls from 911 based on 2024.
This ought to be pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, what is a legitimate reason why you would call the Royal Canadian Mounted Police?
Well, just an FYI, the RCMP are in locations where the city police aren't. So, like, I live in a little town called Spruce Grove. I'm 15 minutes from Edmonton, which is one of the biggest cities in Canada. Edmonton has Edmonton City Police, EPS. In Spruce Grove, we have RCMP. So there is like a line there. It's more of like a rural police.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask. I'm like, I know they have police.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but here is, so what would be a reason? Well, like you said, so give me a
Intruder?
legitimate reason why you would call.
Someone's breaking into your house, maybe?
Yeah, that's a great reason.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
I'm being attacked by a polar bear.
Not where I live, but perhaps in Manitoba, Churchill, Manitoba.
See?
Call it animal control for that one, right?
Oh.
Well, here we go. Here's the rundown of the non-emergency calls that came into 911. Number 10, a caller advised, I'm looking on my social media friend list and there's somebody I don't recognize. Please investigate them.
That's a paranoid person. Is that what that is? That's someone who's just dropped some edibles and is starting to trip balls a little bit. Been
They're
there.
gonna sit there.
Been there.
I didn't recognize when Braun showed up on my list. I almost called the police. I don't know.
Well, it's funny because there was a time I took these edibles because
Mhm.
all this stuff is legal here, right? But I took it. It wasn't bought from a store. It's someone who made these. So I tried it
Ooh.
and I was like starting to get paranoid, like real bad. And I put myself to bed and I needed to calm down because I'm like, oh no. I put on my Apple Music playlist.
Mm-hmm.
So to calm me down. But I think I hit radio on Apple Music, not playlist. So it was
Okay.
music that I didn't recognize. And I remember waking up being like this, someone's been on my phone. I don't know whose music this is. This is imposter music, and like actually freaking out. And so I get it. Maybe not a call to the RCMP
I was
worthy.
going to say, you at no point did you call them, though.
No, certainly not.
Okay. Number 9. My parents are forcing me to clean my room.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
My kids probably heard that.
I don't know. Did you ever, as a child, get the point of my parents tell me to do something, I'm going to call the police because I have rights?
I feel like we tried it. Like, I'm going to call child services. My parents are like, beat your ass if you call child services. I think that's kind of how it went down one time. Yes.
Yeah, you don't understand.
You had to fend for yourself.
My kid had a physio appointment, and in this building, it had like a bunch of different office spaces. And in the hallway toward physio, there was the Child Protective Services office. And I'm like, hey, you want to report me for something? This is where you go do it. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to go in there right now. I'm like, do it. See if they believe you. And then that was it. So,
but the weird part about that is I don't think they understand. The parents are still staying home. They're taking the kids somewhere else. So
yeah, exactly.
You're going somewhere.
If anything, like I just cleared up my schedule.
We're getting a comment online. 1 or 2 of my kids have tried. I'm going to call the police once.
Yeah. We all try at some point, maybe.
Yep.
But
try and find out. That's it. Number 8.
Yeah, see, that would never work on my parents because my father, first of all, would just say, well, you can call the police and I may go to jail, but you'll be dead.
Yeah, exactly. Give them a reason to come.
Exactly.
Yeah, always had this snappy comeback to that, didn't they?
My dad had like these fingers of steel.
Oh, God.
And that was the thing that because he like worked for Electric Boat. And so he's used these like 70-pound grinder machines. So his hands were like steel. And I remember the first time he poked me in the shoulder, I thought I was dying because it would hurt so bad. And I was only like, back then, I was like 90 pounds if I was lucky.
Right.
So it's like, so I learned at a very early age not to screw with my father.
Well, let's see. Getting back to what not to call the RCMP for. Number 8, there's a fox wandering around the neighborhood and he scared a local cat. You should get him.
See that because they don't know to call animal control. 911 is kind of like.
Yeah, but a fox, really?
Oh, so cute. I don't know. They're pretty dangerous.
I'm surprised people weren't just taking pictures, just like, oh, I need video of the fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's me. That's me out there.
Number 7, and I've had this problem, and I will tell you what I did. Number 7, help! There's bees in my house.
Bees?
Bees.
What if you're allergic to bees and there's like a hive in your house? I mean,
well, I'm very glad you brought that up because I am right now in my office, and there is the attic above me. Oh, no. And at one point, and I am allergic to bees, a few wasps came through, and I immediately did not call 911. I went outside, closed the door, put a cloth underneath the little, airspace so none of them could come out because it turned out there was a hive up there.
Oh, no.
And I called the exterminator.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
So at no point did I call 911 and go, help me, there's bees. Yes, Ken, they could have been killer bees, but I still would have left anyway.
I like Hugo's response. Gasoline.
That's like an actual thing. He doesn't mean like light your house on fire. If you take a cup of gasoline and
I know what he
put
meant.
it up over the hive, they'll all start dropping into it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to stand there and do that.
Smoke thing and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you got to get close to it is the issue.
Okay, number 6 may be my favorite on the list. Help, I can't unlock my cell phone.
How did they call?
I don't know, because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hi, Siri, call the police.
And was it one of the ones where you have to unlock it with your face and like, help, my face is gone?
Right. Maybe if they were like disfigured.
With bees.
The bees got him. Yes, the bees got him. He's stung all over. Okay, number 5. Someone threw their ice cream on the ground.
That's a waste of ice
hate
cream.
litter. We hate litter.
Did it have anything to do with the flavor? I mean, were they sitting there going, I don't know why anybody would waste chocolate, you know?
Right. That's more just offended. And that ice cream in Canada probably cost them $25.
Oh my God.
Expensive. Maybe not
in that
quite.
Case, yeah. By the way, our friend there just said he got stung in the face. Ow.
I've also been stung in the face. Not
I
fun.
got attacked by a bunch of like a hive of wasps. I was doing some landscaping.
I told you, run.
And nobody told me there was a wasp nest over there. And I'm over there trimming some like bushes and stuff, and then all of a sudden they're all attacking me. Not a pretty sight because apparently I was allergic. And yeah.
Oh no.
Well, you find out very quickly when you
you do.
When you are allergic.
You do. So not a good experience. I'm terrified of that now.
Number 4 thing not to call the RCMP for. My cat's being mean to me. I need an officer to come and talk with him.
That's got to be a new problem.
Someone needs to talk to my cat.
I mean, I guess if the cop is known for his cat communication skills, maybe there's some context to this that we're missing.
You have to call out the cat whisperer. Is that the one?
Exactly.
Number 3, help, my washing machine is broken. Call 911.
Perfect.
And it was right in the middle of the wash cycle. I can't have that. Number 2.
People are soft. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, Canadians are soft.
Number 2. I have help. I need help with a math problem because I don't want to fail my test tomorrow.
Oh, that was a kid. Oh, that's sweet. They probably thought that was heartwarming. Like, hey, don't call the emergency line, but yes, we'll help you.
Well, wait. Think about it. If it was algebra, we're always looking to find X. Can someone help me find X? He's missing.
Right. I bet it was a little kid.
Probably. Okay. Number 1. The number 1 reason not to call the Royal Canadian Mounted Police an actual call for 2024. I had a party at my house last night, and I need to report someone stole my tambourine.
Oh, I mean, that's an actual crime. If any of them should have called.
Wait, it would be that one. For that. Is there an app to call 911?
No, it means for looking up math problems.
Yeah.
Like a calculator.
Okay. So
yeah, I think the tambourine thief is a legit crime.
What was that? $1.29 for a tambourine?
Well, maybe it was an expensive
what if that was Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
So you had Bob Dylan at your house last night, and he can steal my tambourine. Go take it.
Maybe it was Bob Dylan's house, and he was calling to let them know that someone stole his tambourine. Maybe the tambourine was worth $100,000.
My tambourine is missing. Oh, I need help now.
That's exactly.
Oh my God.
I liked those.
Well, now we're going to switch up because we need a little more levity. So we've got some fun facts. Who's got them? Run, Becky?
About what? Which one? We got a lot of fun facts today.
The
Oh, the tree. Okay.
Baobab.
Ooh, it's about a tree. Ooh, I didn't see the
Cool?
tree. Here we go.
I know, it's not fun. I like it off to the side here. That's kind of cool. So
It is,
Becky
isn't
always
it?
gives us the
I'm liking this
visual along
3-person
with
thing.
the audio.
well,
I
I
like
had my background as the tree, but it was just too glitchy today. So now I've got like my chair on top of my desk, and I'm normally in a different area, but whatever.
I'm calling
We're winging it today.
911. I don't recognize the background. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. 911. Becky has no makeup on today. That's maybe more what the call should be. Okay, so we winged this morning. We whipped it together real early. I just happened to have this tab open on my internet browser because I found this tree very interesting. So I thought, why the heck not? We're gonna talk about it. So this is called the baobab tree. Obviously, it's very strange looking. You can't quite tell by this picture, but that base is massive. It's from African mainland, Madagascar, and Australia. Ooh. They can live 3,000 years.
Jeez.
3,000 years old. That's crazy. They have
lots of different... it down and count the rings.
Well, that's exactly it. That's what they do with the dating. They have to, maybe one if it died, they can count 3,000 rings. They have many names: the baobab, the boab, the boa, the tebaldi, bottle tree, upside down tree, monkey bread tree, dead rat tree. That seems weird.
Oh.
It says that from the appearance of the fruit. So I don't know if I want to eat any of that dead rat fruit off of it.
Oh, come on.
Anyway. It says that there are 8 different species of this tree from the genus Addisonnia. You ever heard the word Addisonnia before? 6 are from Madagascar, and 1 from mainland Africa, and 1 from Australia. It's interesting that 6 are in Madagascar on like a tiny island.
About the base.
It's all about the base. It's all about the base. About the base.
It's a good song. The baobab's biggest enemies are drought, waterlogging, lightning, elephants, and black fungus. So they are vulnerable for sure.
Wait, elephants?
They must eat them or something. Actually, it does get into this in a little bit.
Okay.
It says that these are deciduous trees and their bat-pollinated flowers bloom at night. I did not know that bats pollinated.
Neither did I.
Did you?
Wow. Man, we have learned a lot on the show today.
Yes, we have.
These trees store large volumes of water in their trunk, so elephants and other animals chew the bark during dry season. So I'm guessing they're thirsty, they chew and chew and chew and chew, and it leaves it vulnerable, and then it starts to die. That's so interesting that the bark would give it moisture.
So it's a water source for elephants.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
Hey? It says that humans utilize this tree for lots of different purposes, including shelter, obviously, ceremonies.
For leopards, I'm sure.
For what, sorry?
For leopards, I'm sure. This must be a popular tree for a leopard to climb.
Oh, is it?
I would think any animal. Do they have leopards in Madagascar? They probably do. But yeah, shelter, ceremonies, food, medicine, fiber, juices, and beer.
Wait, tree beer?
Wait, what?
Tree beer, yeah. I mean,
It's
I guess it depends what grows off of it, because all beer comes from plants. So, like,
wow, you could just tap that thing instead of maple syrup. It would beer come out. Oh, that would be fantastic.
You know what? I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. Tree beer, leave. Never mind.
Everyone's just wasted all the time. That's what the elephants wanted. It's not because of water.
There you go.
It says that animals like baboons and warthogs eat the seed pods. Weavers build nests in their huge branches. Barn owls, mottled spinetails, I don't even know what that is.
Wow.
A ground hornbill, they roost in the hollows. The creased trunks are hollowed interiors and provide home to tons of reptiles, insects, and bats. Oh, Hugo, no, leopards are not native to Madagascar. It's home to unique wildlife that evolved in isolation, including lemurs, phosphas, variety of endemic birds and reptiles. Leopards are found in parts of Africa and Asia, but not on the island of Madagascar. Thank you. The more you know.
There we go. See?
Okay, Hugo with the fun facts today. Okay, what else we got? Oh, cream of tartar. If you guys know what cream of tartar is.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's like a cooking ingredient. So you
Right.
see it sometimes as like in molecular gastronomy, when they're turning something into something else, they use, sometimes baking soda, sometimes agar, sometimes cream of tartar. So it's a cooking ingredient that was initially produced from the acidic boab seed pulp, but now it's mainly sourced from a byproduct of winemaking, which is kind of interesting. I know.
It's a hell of a tree.
I know. I thought it was so cool. That's why I saved it on my browser here. The massive trunks, which has the largest circumference ever on record at 147 meters, and for your imperial system, that's almost 150 feet in diameter.
That's huge.
So here's an interesting thing, not to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
But I just got a message from Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
He said he just got banned for posting that.
About what?
Misinformation? Is it
information?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, what happened then?
About leopards in Madagascar?
Yeah.
Well, back onto Facebook, Hugo. Come on over that way. I see you're posting from Twitch. Crazy.
So wait, I wonder if there's a group out there called
Hugo,
the Leopards of Madagascar who got upset and just, no, that's it. He's done.
But listen, Mark Zuckerberg's on our side now. So
that's right.
I don't understand what's happening. Maybe the owner of Twitch is not on our side yet.
Well, Leopard can't change his spots, so he's going to be what he's going to be.
Right. Anyways, it said that these massive trunks have been used as jails, post offices, and bush pubs, amongst other creative uses. Now imagine hollowing out the bottom, because it's 150 feet in diameter. So the radius is, or the, what is it? The radius, the diameter. No, what is the word I'm thinking of? What's the one that goes straight across? No, that's the circumference. So the
circumference is around, isn't it?
Yes. So the diameter is like, I don't know, roughly 50 feet, 75 feet, whatever. Wow. That's huge. That's absolutely massive. So no wonder people are following it out.
Though.
Well, I'm imagining it's going to be like, I'm thinking in my head like petrified wood, that like really, it's like a rock basically. That's what I'm picturing. I don't know if it's actually, but they're turning it into establishments. A bar would be cool. Hey, come to the Baobab bar.
I'd go.
Okay.
I'm there.
With just spouts plugged right into it. You're just drinking straight out of it.
And believe me, you don't even have to be drunk to go outside, look up and go, there's a bunch of reptiles and there's some elephants and there's some zebras and whatever.
Right. Where nature and humans come together. I love it.
We could all drink. Yay.
Right. It says that many baobabs live to a ripe old age. One recently collapsed in Namibia, known as the Groot boom. It was about 1,200 years old, 1,275.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I mean, half the lifespan of that 3,000 years, but still, that's crazy. This tree is wild. And the picture that they show here is of a guy inside the tree, and it definitely does have that sort of petrified wood look to it. I'm not sure if anyone can see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does look like a rock.
Like, why not turn them into houses?
I love it. I think that's great.
I would love to have a tree like that to live in. That would be so awesome.
Yeah, literally.
But you'd have elephants coming up to you like every week looking for a drink. Come on.
Well, I'll just leave a bucket of water there for him. As long as he doesn't crap all over the dining room floor.
Yes, imagine you have to clean up after all these animals. Come on. Turn it into a bar, not a house. I'm not cleaning up after those animals.
We need to bring that tree to Canada or the States, and then because then it would be like raccoons and rats, not elephants.
Well, didn't you say one of the nicknames was the dead rat tree?
The dead rat tree, yes, based on its fruit.
No, just you know what? I've changed my mind now. No.
Yeah. Weird. Anyway, that's it for facts about the baobab tree.
That was an amazing.
That was awesome
right there.
I love it. I know. I love nature.
I'm glad I know more about that now.
I do too.
I'm going to switch over to, and I'm going to ask each of you a question. What movie do you think that you personally quote the most? Becky, what movie do you quote the most?
My husband and I quote a lot of movies, but probably Jurassic Park. There's a lot of clever girl. Clever girl.
I do that every time. I tell my dog, I say, Tennessee, go get your leash. And she'll go get it and sit in front of me and hand it to me. And I go, what's a clever girl? Yes.
See? It's so easy to quote. I would say, yeah, probably that one. My husband quotes Napoleon Dynamite all the time, which is like the world's dumbest movie.
Oh, that would drive me nuts.
Roads, we don't need. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Yeah,
See,
Hugo, I like that one.
Ron, what do you quote?
That's a great one. I'd have to say I do for a bunch of them. But I would say it's a toss-up between Lord of the Rings or Tombstone. I lean towards Tombstone.
What quote do you
like
use
I'm always doing stuff like I'm your Huckleberry, you know.
That's a good one. Yes.
You know, I mean that's classic, right? And you know, so there's a lot of things in Tombstone I do, but there's also a lot of things in Lord of the Rings I do too. But you know, I would say Tombstone.
Well, IMDb has put up a list of their Ron, you should know this better than anybody. It is their opinion on the top 10. Well, they did the top 50 most quotable movies, but we're not going to do 50. So
Kenny says,
I have
Remember
that.
the Titans.
Ken, I love Remember the Titans, and I will quote that one. Awesome. Off 10. Sorry, there goes my voice. Now, I did pick 3, and I'm just going to give you the quote. These were not in the top, but they were listed as some of the biggest quotes ever. Let's see if you can give me the movie, and they are older, but I'm sure they're iconic, so you know them. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Oh, God, come on.
Well, where's it from?
Wizard of Oz.
Thank you.
Oh, is this a test? Okay.
No, this was just some of the iconic lines, but the movie didn't make it. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
Going to need a bigger boat. Is that what it is? Okay.
Jaws, right? And, of course, maybe the oldest, but certainly iconic. Play it again, Sam.
Play it again, Sam.
I don't know that one.
You don't know the movie Casablanca?
Casablanca.
No. But there's another one from Casablanca. What is it? Here's looking at you, kid.
That's also one of the top. So here are some of the other runner-ups.
Oh, sorry.
Airplane. And if you haven't seen Airplane, you have to see it. It has
Leslie Nielsen.
Yes. In one of the most iconic roles ever. My favorite line in that is, Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. So,
that's cute.
The Godfather. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars. May the Force be with you.
Or how about I'm your father?
Luke, I am your father.
You know, that
Mandela
could be one of those
effect.
things that I've said many times.
Do you know someone named Luke?
No, but I
illegitimate children.
It was one of those things where you do a mom joke, but without even mentioning mom.
Yes. Okay. Mean Girls. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. I've actually heard that quoted not like around me a million times from different girls. And these are 2 special categories. The most quoted actors they have. Any Will Ferrell movie, which includes Elf, Ricky Bobby, Step Brothers, Anchorman. Will Ferrell is just the king of all this. And Adam Sandler. Tell me anytime you haven't Happy Gilmore or
no, your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping. That's actually the one I quote the most.
See, she does that.
That's definitely
but those were runner-ups. So let me give you the top 10, and I'm going to give you the movie. Let's see if you can give me a quote from that movie very quickly. Okay? Number 10, Toy Story.
Oh, To Infinity and Beyond.
Bingo. That's the number 1.
There's a snake in my boot.
Those are the top two. You hit both of them.
Nice.
Okay. Finding Nemo, which I just did earlier, so you should know it.
Fish are friends, not food.
Yep. And I do this a little too much. The seagull scene. Mine.
Yeah, that's right.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh my God, what a great
I want
movie.
a squirrel. We do that one a lot too at this house. The little British girl. Daddy, get me a squirrel.
Yeah, Daddy, I want an
an Oompa Loompa now, Daddy.
And of course, I believe anybody can do Oompa Doopa.
Oh, yeah, right.
I got another puzzle for you.
See, number 7 was Becky's movie Jurassic Park.
Hold on to your butts. We say that one too.
I like this one. Yeah, but when they opened Disneyland in 1956, the Pirates of the Caribbean didn't try to kill everybody.
Exactly. Jeff Goldblum had a lot of those in that movie.
Number 6, and I believe one of our viewers actually got this one, Back to the Future.
Yep.
1.21 gigawatts.
Bingo, that was number 1.
That's my favorite movie of all time. I wish I had said that one originally.
That and Hello, McFly. Hello.
Oh, yeah, McFly.
McFly.
Now, I've seen this movie, but for the life of me, I only know one quote from it. Maybe you can help me out. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
I gotta say, I didn't really care for those movies.
Okay.
I don't know if I've seen it, to be honest.
The only line I've ever heard quoted from there is Johnny Depp going, "Why is the rum always gone?"
Yep.
But okay. Number 4, you're definitely going to know. Forrest Gump. Give me any Forrest Gump.
Oh my God.
I've got a jar of dirt is a meme that is on every social media. So thank you for that one, Hugo.
Is that from Pirates?
Yeah, from Pirates, yeah.
From Pirates, yeah.
Yeah, life is like a box of chocolate.
You never know what you're going to get. Yep. Ron, give me another one, because that one's full of...
I have AIDS, Forrest. That one.
Well, how many times... how many times do you hear those things? But I always remember, I have to go back and save Bubba.
Oh, wait. You know what? The shrimp
Something
guy.
bit me.
Shrimp, that one.
Oh, Bubba?
Yeah.
They're going to have shrimpo, fried shrimp, grilled shrimp.
Yeah, the whole thing. Oh, you do that good.
Yeah,
I'm surprised no one hit the number 1, which was Run, Forrest.
Oh, run, Forrest,
yes.
run.
Yes.
Number 3.
I actually, you know what? That I say more often than anything. Now that you say that, because anytime I'm like watching football or sports, I'm always saying it because I'm like, come on, run!
Run, Forrest!
Run, Forrest, run! So, yeah, I have to go back and I have to say that is my most quoted movie.
There you go. Number 3 is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, God.
Ferris.
No. You're close.
Is it Bueller?
It's Bueller, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bueller.
Right. And that's Ben Stein, right? So he's got that, like, really...
You got it.
Voice, yeah.
And of course, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. Number 2, I mean, it's a joke of a movie, and I like it, but Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, that's so great.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Oh, you have to see it. But, I mean, the only thing I can remember is excellent.
Excellent,
yes.
Yeah.
Dude. It's one of those kind of, dude.
It's all Valley talk. It's nothing like specific.
Yeah.
It's like if you take a movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, you take Spicoli out of that movie and you give him a movie with himself, and then you have Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. Listen up. That's my skull. I'm so high right now. I love that movie. And the number one most quoted, and it is mine, is The Princess Bride.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I love that one. Whenever somebody gets married, we do that. Marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I don't even know if I've seen it.
And what I quote all the time is inconceivable.
Oh, right. That's that little Wallace Shawn guy, right?
Yep.
The voice of the dinosaur in Toy Story.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah,
Very
thanks.
underrated.
Yeah, right. He's actually pretty hilarious.
This was actually my daughter's high school yearbook quote from The Princess Bride. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah, that's classic. You know, I mean, that's to me that was my favorite character.
Oh, absolutely.
I just like it because he was on Criminal Minds, and I love that show.
I was going to say, you look at Mandy Patinkin from that character in Princess Bride to what he looks like now.
Oh my God, that just blew my mind. I didn't even realize it.
Really?
Oh my God, that just
But he was only on for 2 seasons. He left because Criminal Minds was just too dark for him. He said he didn't realize that every day was going to be rape and murder. So then he left.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was the same guy. I didn't even realize it. It never dawned on me.
Yeah.
I think he needed to go to a show called Royal Canadian Mounted Police and deal with those 911 calls if he wanted. It's called Criminal Minds. What do you think is going to happen? Too dark.
Yeah, you would think you'd know, right?
Well, I got a story, and it kind of starts out nice and maybe takes a dark turn.
Oh, great.
So let's find out. Let's see. Imagine you're dating someone, and this is, by the way, I'm sorry, I didn't say this. This is from Australia. And you're dating someone, and 3 months in, you propose. And she says yes. So that's wonderful. Got a couple, you're going to get married. Well, at some point, the groom says, you know I'm on Instagram, right? And I've got about 17,000 followers. And what I want to do is I want to create stories about what we're doing here to boost content. And then we're going to have a fake wedding. And this is all just to boost content so I can make some money on the page. And when we get married, I'll have a bigger income. And she's in for it, no problem. So one day, he just, for some reason, says, hey, we're going to go to a party. She says, okay. It's a white party. I need you to wear a white dress.
It's Diddy's party.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're going to ignore that part. So they go to the white party, but it turns out she's the only one in white. And it turns out there's a guy at the end of the walkway to marry them, and there are
that's adorable
and family, and she's still sitting there going, well, this is what he said we were going to do. We're having an Instagram marriage, not a real marriage. He's doing this for the Instagram page. So he whispers to her, come on, let's get this done. We're going to film everything. We're going to put it up on Instagram. This is great. They walk down the aisle. She agrees. She is enthusiastic. She smiles. And then, at the end, everything's fine. And then he tells her, oh, no, we just actually got married. We actually just got married. She's not happy because it wasn't all the people she wanted to invite.
And it wasn't her day like she had originally planned it. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, he kind of lied. Remember, nowhere in the vows, if you go over the vows in your head, nowhere does it say you can't lie to the bride, right? It turns out the fact why he did that to get a legal marriage is because, well, he was going to get kicked out of the country. So,
wow, that just took a turn. Okay.
Yeah, I said it would turn dark. So he wanted to get permanent residency Now, the fact was, though, they were engaged.
But she would have married him. She probably would have sped it up, like even just a courthouse one, so that, they could do it and then planned her big thing after. She probably would have done that.
I mean, you were in love.
What an absolute turd.
Did Keanu Reeves get married like that for a movie? It's possible. So she felt so outraged and betrayed that she was lied to, that she took him to court and was granted an annulment.
Yeah,
and he got kicked out.
And he got kicked out. Where is he from?
You know what? It actually doesn't say. I looked up 2 different sites on that, and I couldn't find it.
That's interesting.
Apparently
what a
not
loser.
From Australia.
Yeah, clearly not.
But it got me to thinking a little bit, though. Now, if you're single and you don't have anybody and you kind of want to get married, if you put out a casting call,
Filipino brides, they want to come over all the time.
Possible.
Literally be married tomorrow.
Wait, what do you have to do to be married tomorrow?
There's tons of Filipino women who want to make a better life for their family. You can literally order them in immediately.
Calm down a little bit, because my ex-wife is Filipino, but she's from here. So.
Well, you didn't pay for her.
No, no.
She's from here.
I paid later on, but it wasn't money. It cost me my soul. But if you get an actress and you tell her, we're going to do a web series. Now tell me, Becky, do you think this might work? And then you go out and you buy her a really nice ring. And you're filming these elaborate dates, and you're going out on nice dinners, and you're going on vacations, and quote unquote to just film all this stuff.
Yeah.
Could feelings actually develop through that? I mean, I know that's a bit Hallmark movie, but
I think they could, for sure. If you spend any amount of time with somebody, sort of intimately getting to know what they like and stuff, yeah, of course feelings can develop.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
you should
never
do
know.
That. Well, not you personally. You're already married.
Not enough marriages, thanks.
When you spend time with someone and you like them as a person, it's only natural that there could be a connection.
Well, I think this is why, people filming a movie, end up having affairs, because you're with this person all the time. You're missing your family. Your partner probably doesn't understand the life the same way that this person that you're, having a fake relationship with does. I completely get it. I think if you're a Hollywood actor, you should probably stay single.
Oh, I can agree with that. But
why they're married 900 times. Look at J-Lo. Look at Elizabeth Taylor.
It's funny when the California wildfires hit, and J-Lo said that she did save and still has all six of her engagement rings.
Wow.
I think somebody could throw them in the ocean and we could go dive for them later on and, hey, bury treasure.
See what J-Lo is like. She can buy herself jewelry. She doesn't need men to do it. I don't know. This girl is troubled.
Maybe she's just sitting there going, ooh, trophy number 1, trophy number 2.
Yeah,
trophy number
probably.
3.
Trophy collector.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, I'm not sure if she was engaged.
Part of the Diddy thing?
What was that?
Of course she was.
Oh. Yeah.
Instrumental, I believe. It's supposedly why her and Ben Affleck broke up again. We'll see. We'll see if that comes out.
I never, whenever any of that stuff comes up, I just sit there and go, I don't know him. I don't care, because it doesn't affect my life.
Yeah.
But you kind of want to know the weird stuff.
Yeah, I want to know what kind of freaks these people are. Brings me a lot of joy.
That's the juicy part, right? Everybody wants that juice.
That's why there are TV shows and movies and magazines and all this stuff related to all this stuff. Now, I don't know if J-Lo actually got engaged on this day in history, but I hear that we do have some information on this day in history.
So I have a calendar on my desk here.
Okay.
On this day in history, 1793, and let me do some math here. What is that? 16? XVI? 16? the last king of France is publicly executed by guillotine at the Place de la Concorde in France.
Oh, wow.
So I thought, what better than to look up some facts about Louis the 16th? Because remember, I woke up at 7:45. We were supposed to be on at 8. Okay, so we were winging stuff today. By the way, today's not my day. Right? We're here though.
You just thought about execution all day. I'm like, I hate this.
All day in the 15 minutes that I had to prepare a topic. So Louis the 16th.
How do you think I feel? I had to prepare topics and do all the graphics.
Yes, I know. Wild. I mean, you know what? Things don't always go as planned, but we're here winging it. So all is good.
Hey, but wait. But this worked out. I mean,
this really worked out.
Yes. So Louis the 16th was born on August 23rd, 1754. So I guess based on that logic, he was either 38 or 39 when he was executed. 38, I guess, because it's January, he was born in August. So my age, 38 years old when he was executed. Wow. He was born at the Palace of Versailles in France. Let's see.
It was newly formed too.
France was?
The what are they called? Oh. The committee thing that sentenced him.
Oh, okay.
It was newly formed.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. He was expecting to live a long life, and then this committee was just like, hey, democracy, kill this mother.
I think you should name the show The More You Know. We're learning a lot today.
I know. Totally. It says his birth was mixed with mixed emotions because he was actually not expected to become the king, but his older brothers all died. So then he became the king.
Jeez.
He became the king in 1774 at the age of 20. So he was just a baby. Imagine 20-year-olds being the king of a country.
Oh my God.
Crazy,
what I would do if I were a 20-year-old king.
Yeah, right. Is that he was known for his introverted nature and his deep sense of responsibility for the monarchy. So I think he took this really seriously. Like, as long as I don't have to publicly speak to the country, we're good. It's probably what he was thinking. And of course, he married Marie Antoinette in 1970. So he was just a little guy as well then.
Yeah,
he was only 16 years old. She was an Austrian archduchess. The political alliance aimed at strengthening ties between France and Austria. So that's crazy. 16. That's not
that was one that worked out pretty well, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
Let them eat cake. They're fine.
Great. Says he inherited a kingdom burdened by financial difficulties, primarily resulting from the extravagant spending of the people before him. From wars and an antiquated tax system. Says the French economy was strained and the state's debt was overwhelming. He faced the challenge of trying to reform the tax system to, relieve them of this burden, this financial burden. But, his efforts were met with resistance from nobility who sought to protect their own assets.
By the way, doesn't that sound a lot like the U.S. now?
It sounds like every country ever.
Okay.
No, everyone's struggling, but the rich want to stay rich, so y'all can eat worms. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, exactly. So in response to this financial crisis, which was getting worse, he convened the Estates General in 1789. So it was a representative assembly composed of 3 estates. This must be what you're talking about. It was the clergy, the nobility, and the common people. It was designed to attempt to find solutions between the economic crisis and address bigger issues related to governments and taxation. So it's nice that he kind of mixed everyone together to try and get, democracy, right? Early day democracy. It transformed into this National Assembly in 1789, so a couple years before he died, where the representatives of the Third Estate, so the common people, declared themselves the legitimate governing body of France. So I'm going to guess that this sort of backfired on him. Keep in mind, I haven't read any of this yet. What, sorry?
Just a little. It backfired.
Just a little.
Oh, a little bit. I thought you were telling me to be quiet a little.
No.
No. Yeah, it definitely backfired. It says that some of that third estate, so the common people, were joined by members of the clergy and nobility who actually sympathized with them. this marked a turning point in, the French Revolution. It now was a shift in power away from monarchy and toward, this type of democratic system, or representative governance is what they're calling it. So then on July 14th of that same year, 1789, something happened that we all know of, Bastille Day. So they stormed the
French
Bastille.
Independence Day, yes.
Right? It's a symbol. The Bastille was a symbol of royal tyranny and oppression. So it was actually a prison, a fortress prison in Paris. People of Paris, angered by food shortages and political repression, stormed Bastille, leading to clashes with royal troops. I feel like Canadians tried this when we did the truck thing, the convoy. Does anyone remember this?
No.
We were like tired of Justin Trudeau and his nonsensories. And
okay, I remember
it was like
that,
2 years ago where
I don't remember
truckers all stopped. They were lined up for like miles and miles and miles across the entire country. And anyone who was caught donating to the truckers convoy through GoFundMe had their bank accounts frozen. And in big trouble. Yeah, Trudeau is like, the Louis XVI of the time.
Inconceivable.
Yes, that's right. So it is considered the event that sparked and ignited the French Revolution, symbolizing the struggle against this monarchy. So fast forward to 1793, tensions are escalating. Louis XVI and his family attempted to flee Paris 2 years prior. They were obviously recognized. I'm just picturing them with like little fake mustaches and like not painted white,
the sunglasses with the nose, the glasses with the nose.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
I am just getting a croissant and some espresso.
Exactly. Like the king would be painted white with a wig. I have neither of those things. That's right. It says that they were apprehended and brought into town, back to the capital. So they attempted to escape again. And obviously that did not work. He was put on trial, convicted of treason, sentenced to death. He was executed by guillotine at the Place de Révolution in France. This says the Place de la Concorde. I wonder if that's the same place. Why are these different?
Well, it was a chip off the old block.
Yeah, right. It seems like, because of his dad. I think, man, because his dad sucked as well. So it says that monarchy was abolished then by 1792. So, shortly before he died, 4 months before he died, the National Convention, which is the newly established governing body of revolutionary France, abolished the monarchy and declared France a republic. This marked the end of the centuries of Bourbon rule. The execution of Louis XVI and the abolition of the monarchy represented a clear break from the past and a shift toward radical revolutionary goals.
Now, when do they stop being rude?
Oh, they don't.
Wait, they stopped?
Okay, no. They can't get to that one. Okay.
No. Even the French here in Canada.
It was not a reference to Canada.
No, they're all rude. It's fine. You know what? I actually I watched a video the other day that was an American living in France, and she was like, "There's a reason that French people hate you." And it was like, here's some things that you need to do to not have French people hate you if you're in France. Number one, don't wear pajama pants or stretchy pants. Like,
I agree.
Dress up. They appreciate a well-tailored person. When you walk into an establishment, bonjour, monsieur, bonjour, mademoiselle. Don't just go in and ignore them. There's things like that. So, just things, or like, don't yell. Not everyone needs to hear you talking about your drama. You can keep it quiet. So I think that's just what it is. There's cultural differences, and that's why they seem rude.
Well, so I don't know. My daughter went to Paris. She's 17 years old. She was there with friends. They walked in. They know how to behave in nice establishments. Somebody had ordered a steak, and the waiter stared at them and said, the McDonald's is probably more your style. This was the waiter.
You fat Americans. That's what
you Americans. I cannot yell on Portuguese. So Portuguese do not yell. Okay. We just learned, again, more,
He says I can't not yell.
wait, I have to ask now.
When people are misbehaving, I'm really thinking that now more and more that it's because of the food we're eating. I really do.
North America is disgusting. Like, by the rest of the world's standards, our food is absolute trash. It is gross. And there's a reason that I shouldn't say all, but a lot of people are ill now.
Yes.
Fat now. Dying, and mental health issues. You don't see these things in places like Europe. I mean, obviously they have their issues in Europe, but like as a whole, they're a lot more active, they're a lot more fit, they're a lot healthier, because walking is,
it's
a very big part of their. So I mean, it's hard to be
the stuff they put in the food.
kind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. When I had French au pairs living with me, I had a few over the years. They couldn't believe, like, they would eat their loaves of bread and their Nutella every day. Within a month, both of the girls specifically had gained 10 pounds. And they were like, oh, I can't understand. And I was like, look at my bread. Like, it can sit on my counter for 3 weeks. I said, you walk to the bakery every morning, you buy a loaf. Whatever you don't eat goes in the garbage at the end of the day because it's rock hard. I said, the stuff that we're eating is meant to sit on my counter. So you think of that in your body. You're not getting rid of that. It's just sitting in there. So they couldn't believe the difference in food.
Ridiculous.
So there's still a couple of other things for history in today that I'd like to make note of.
What do you have?
The first American novel was published in 1789 on this day.
Wow.
The Power of Sympathy by William Hill Brown.
Okay.
First book published in America. 1991, Bob Simon, CBS News correspondent, and 4 TV crew members were captured and held for 40 days by Iraqis during the Persian Gulf War.
Remember that?
I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
1979, Bee Gees album becomes becomes number 1 for 24 weeks.
Stay alive.
Saturday Night Fever.
Great album.
And then 1990, another Australian thing, right? This is great. John McEnroe becomes the first player to be expelled by the Australian Open.
Again, Americans behaving badly overseas.
Yeah. And last thing is famous people that died on this day. George Orwell in 1950. He was 47.
1984. Oh, wow. He was just young.
Yep.
Cecil B. DeMille, 1959. He died at age 78. Peggy Lee died in 2002 at the age of 82.
Wow.
Any famous birthdays?
Oh, yeah. There are definitely famous birthdays, but I didn't,
we
make
don't
note of them. But I do know Jack Nicklaus, the golfer.
I can look here. Hold on. Yeah, Jack Nicklaus, you are right.
Of Edmonton Oilers.
Who?
Fame. Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, who? What player? Oh, Doug Waite. It's like from when I was a kid, yes.
Right.
Played for the Rangers too, didn't he?
But it was somebody else. Hakeem Olajuwon. Houston Rocket fame.
Rasputin. And Christian Dior.
Ooh.
And Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean.
That was, I was thinking about doing that top 5, but I didn't know 5 songs that.
No, 1 song and 5 times. There's a ton of like YouTube stars that are famous, but like who knows any of these people? Luke Grimes, the son from Yellowstone.
I was thinking of doing a top 5 for him too, but he didn't have enough stuff.
That's right. Gina Davis.
He has a lot of stuff, but not a lot of good stuff.
Gina Davis. That's a good one. You don't hear. Actress and Olympic athlete.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Nick Gelfuss. He was a doctor on Chicago Med. I don't know. That's not really a claim to fame. Yeah, the rest are kind of like Baby Spice.
Ooh.
Thomas Stonewall Jackson. I don't know who that is, but I think that he's important to American history.
It is.
Okay.
That's about it.
So
welcome to our first threesome. We hope you enjoyed yourself, right?
It wasn't the first.
We've had a threesome. You weren't there.
We've had some others.
Man, I wasn't
Christmas
invited
Eve.
to any of the threesomes. Oh man.
Well, didn't we have
Christmas
wait,
Eve? You
we
couldn't
have
join
four
us.
of us, right?
Oh, yeah,
I
it was
couldn't
the 4 of us.
Yeah, Christmas there were 4 of you. 5 makes a an uncomfortable number there. So we couldn't do that.
So
But
tomorrow,
I want to thank you for watching us. We really enjoyed every one of you, your comments, and keep them up. Go to our social media, go to our Patreon. And if you like us, and we know that you do, we want you to come back tomorrow where it'll be Captain Ron and Kenny, right?
We'll see, Kenny. We'll see about that.
Becky's going to get a call.
Where were you today, Kenny?
Becky's going to get a call again at like
Exactly.
7:45.
7:45. Hey, you're on at 8. Shoot. Okay, I'll prepare some topics. I'll put some in my phone. So I'm ready for this.
Hey,
so
we covered it well. So
hey, we covered it.
I think so. For Ron, Becky, and myself, I want to thank you. You know, she did Today in History. Go out, make some history for yourself today. Thanks for watching. And when you need some fun, come to us because we got it going on daily. Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.